Good morning, everybody. Cindy at Prep Your Stead here, and today I thought I would do a little bit about using one of these monstrous wood stoves and how to cook on one. It takes a long time to warm it up, so right now I'm just going to show you the parts and what goes into dealing with this stove. So here we have the stove with the chimney going out. As you can see, I've got a firebox here. And inside the firebox, I set up to get the fire started. It takes smaller pieces of wood than a regular stove, so you have to cut them down a little bit. And then I have down here the ash drawer. The ashes will fall down through here. You can twist the little knob if they get hung up into the ash drawer where I can take it outside to empty it. One thing that you have to do when you're starting this stove is put all your little parts back on and close. Sorry, this stove is over 100 years old. You close up the firebox door and your ash drawer so that you don't have smoke filling up the house and embers falling down into the base. On the side of the stove is the air intake, and I can adjust this to bring air to the bottom of the fire so that the fire actually burns hotter. Up on the top here, adjustable with my little wrench dealy here, is my damper. So that is how I can make the heat stay in the stove and the embers cook more. For using it as a stovetop, this is my high heat because it's directly over the firebox. This little middle section is like a medium. And then this section over here is a low. As you can see, I have lots of cast iron, and that's not even scratching the surface. So then I have high, medium, and low heat, which comes in handy because sometimes, you got to change your heat. Down here I have a lovely an oven box, and inside the oven box is one rack. I can take the rack out to put larger items like a turkey or something of that nature in there. However, know that it takes a very long time to get the heat up on this stove. So getting the oven going, today I'm going to bake a cake. I'll come back later and show you, which is why I've got the cake pan out. I will show you how it turns out, but it's going to take about an hour and a half to get that oven up to 325. So it's not a fast process. Up here I have a warming shelf. When I'm doing breads, I will put my dough up there to rise. And that way, I can just throw a little towel over it. That's a double wall pipe, so it's safe to put the bowl that close. And it's just the right temperature for raising the dough up. Then I can close that. And that is a wood cook stove. Now you adjust the damper and the air intake and you can get better heat from your fire. Definitely make sure that your firebox is closed when you start your fire after you get the flames in there going, because otherwise you fill your house with smoke. That was an oops at one point. And then of course this bottom thing down here is just a storage drawer that I never ever use because I have boxes at the moment because I'm building. So I will come back in about an hour, well, probably closer to 3 hours, and show you how the cake turns out, and then you can see what happens when you use a wood cook stove for baking. Thank you guys. See you in a bit.